Am I really that much? And breaking these niggas down like a demo. You don't really know you are.
What's up, bookish babes? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be reading some books that my bookish babes over on TikTok picked out for me to read. And we're going to start this book off very strong and very spicy. We're reading The Oath by T.M. Richardson. Y'all, I got recommended this book so many times, and a lot of people was expressing how good this book is, this whole series, and it's a white choose. Now, this is my very first white choose book ever, so we don't know what we in for. All I know is her husband was sick with cancer. He ended up passing away. He asked his 3 best friends to take care of his wife in any way and anything possible that she needs. Like, and if you catching what I mean, you catching what I mean. And I'm kind of shook. Like, I'm really shook because, like I said, this is my very first why choose. And it's 3 men, 1 woman. And she said they all fine. So we just gonna have to take her word for it. If all of them fine and sexy, then we just gonna have to take our word for it. And who am I to judge? Because, girl, do you? Do you? But we're gonna sit outside, although it's a tad bit hot. I just want to sit outside, get some fresh air, and read. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. I need to pop my trunk and get my chair, cause y'all are sitting on top of my car. I need to pop my trunk and get my chair, and then we're gonna start this bad boy right here. Yeah, Tatum's cousin Alicia is so freaking hilarious. Like, she be with all the ish. Like, you know that friend that you tell, like, hey, I want to do some crazy ish, and they be like, yeah, let's do it. Like, let's go. Like, you know, that's how Alicia is. And Elisa, yo, I love her. So far, so good. I'm enjoying the book. Like, some semi freaky stuff don't happen. Not something that, like, first of all, the request, the oath that they took is a bit like, yeah. But who am I to judge? Like I said, like, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? But I'm gonna continue to read, and we're gonna see exactly how long I can sit out here and read before the mosquitoes start to make me their late night dinner, and then we're gonna go in the house and pick back up where we left off. Oh yeah, Cassidy and Tatum, Declan and whatever these men's name is, they grown. Like, hello, they out here doing grown people things, and I'm just here for the ride. Who am I to judge? Like, I keep saying that. Like, who am I to judge? Because they out here just wilding at their old age, and I'm here for every bit of it. Cassidy just took Tatum to the aquarium or whatever. Well, they went out to lunch, and then he took her to the aquarium. And my good sis was seeing stars, not the one that was actually they was supposed to be watching. Yeah, he was. Yeah, but I'm gonna talk to y'all later. All right, y'all. So I finished reading The Oath last night, and I gave it 5 stars, y'all. My good sis had a time, and a time was had. Listen, you hear me? If you haven't read it, and if you're into white shoes, romances, and stuff like that, then mind you, it's spicy. It is spicy. It's very grown. It's very grown and sexy. So that was for that to be my first white shoes romance. I'm thoroughly, I you know, so yeah, like I said, I gave it 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. And the thing is, it was so much more than just the grown folk activity that was going on. It's like they was there when she needed them. Like when she was having a hard day, they was there for her, not only sexually, like mentally, physically, emotionally, like they were there for her. Like it's just the way each of them loved on her and loved her so differently from the other. It's like she had the perfect man at all 3 of them. Like it was just so refreshing to read, but also my mouth was on the floor because I was just like, I don't know, like see a little bit out, like you never read that, but it was okay. I ain't judging nobody, and nobody endeavors what they do with their business is their business. Like all I say is enjoy yourself and have fun and be safe while doing it. You feel me? Because that ain't got nothing to do with me. Be safe while doing it, and if you want to tell me about it, I'm willing to listen. But yes, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead. I don't know what I'm starting next. I'm gonna check and see what everybody recommending. I know for a lot of people were saying read the Delgado series, not knowing that I'm already in the middle of it, so I may pick back up on Capri 3 because y'all know Capri and Meerkat, they're babe. And then someone recommended The Inmate by Frida McFadden, which I haven't read, as well as on us, on us. Look, I feel like I had already made up my mind because I clicked on Capri 3, but on us, yes, on us. And then there was another series that was recommended, but I feel like once I locate my Kindle, which is diabolical, that I don't know where it is right now. That thing is attached at my hips. I don't know where it is, and I need to find it. Or I'm calling the police and reporting a kidnapping because that is crazy. Like it's not in the bed with me. I don't know what that thing is, but yeah, I might start Capri 3, and then we might start On Us because that's another book I heard was really great. But I'm gonna stop rambling and look for this Kindle. If not, then I will begin a police report. Alright guys, so as you can see, I am at work. I don't know if I came back and told you guys that I've decided on Capri 3. I actually started all in, and I was just like, we're just gonna, you know, go back to my tried and true fam. So that's where we are right now. We're reading Capri 3. I am like 30% through it because one thing about it, these are some fast-paced books. You get it, you start reading it, you're in it. If you're free for the day, you can binge these books in like one day. Well, not all of them, like a book a day. Keep it out their way, you know. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're reading Capri. It's getting to the point where it's like in the middle of it, where everything is going on, and her and Quasmere is doing good. And I don't want to say too much because I feel like if I start telling you what this series is mainly about, it'll spoil Capone and Capadonna books for you guys. So if you haven't, y'all, I don't know how much I can stress to y'all. If you haven't read a book out of this series, you need to read it. You need to read the series. You are going to absolutely become obsessed with it. This series is going to become your personality from here on out, because y'all, I just love them. I love them. Kincaid, first of all, Kincaid needs to make up his mind. That man don't know what he want, and I feel like he need to go find himself before he try to find anybody else, because that man is just so fickle. He's so wishy-washy. Like, 1 minute you with, never mind. Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and dive back into this series, well, this book, and I'll come back in and check in with you guys a little later, and just tell you guys my thoughts and opinions if anything stands out that I can tell y'all. But yeah. Now, hear me out. I'm going to tell y'all the same thing I just told my BookTok besties about how everyone is putting the blame solely on Amy when it comes to the situation that happened with her and Rory. Now, if Capel had not been out being a child, instead of being a man and communicating with her and trying to get to the bottom of what the issue is, and I know as an adult, like, communication goes both ways. Like, she should have been willing to talk to him as well as him talking to her. But it's just, the situation is, if Rory had been with Capel, none of this would have, like, it wanna, I'm not gonna say none of it would have happened. Like, it would have been so much. And if you want to lock the cards on her, like, yeah, she giving out free money just to not be blackmailed about something that they already knew. When you come down to it, like, Cap already knew it, and she should have known Cap already knew. Cap don't just half-ass it with nobody when it comes to protecting his family. Like, he gonna deep dive into your background and know what you ate when you first start eating solid food as a baby. Like, it's just like, she did some dumb junk, but so did Capel. Like, so Capel was so worried about diving into the next female, and before he's worried about what was truly going, like, getting to the bottom of what was truly going on with his girlfriend at the time. And it's just that, like, it just bothers me so much that all I keep hearing is, well, Amy is stupid. Yeah, Amy did some dumbass. Yeah, Amy did some dumb stuff. And yes, I do agree, like, Amy could have came and said something, because she knew that these men will ride behind her and protect her just like they would their own wives, kids, daughters, sons. But y'all have to realize that Amy came from dysfunction. Like, she came from dysfunction after what happened between her brother and how her mom and the rest of her family treated her. She only been depending on herself since. And coming into this family whom she knew were, like, ride for her, in her mind, she's still alone. And instead of people talking to her, they're solely blaming her. Like, yeah, Amy could have did this, Amy could have did this. But you have to truly think. Like, you have to truly, truly think of the mindset that Amy has. And Amy is a smart girl. Like, Amy is a real smart girl. But she's still dealing with her childhood trauma. Child, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me that thinks like this. But I feel like I understand her. And yeah, she pissed me off too. And I'm not even gonna lie. She did piss me off. But I always stood the ground as, it's not only her fault. It was Capel's fault as well. Like, child. Anyways, I'm continuing reading. And I'll talk to y'all later. Alright, guys, so I finished reading Capri 3, and I gave the book a 4.5 stars. And in that book, I was telling you about how I felt about Amy and how everybody was blaming Amy for the situation that she was in, and I still feel the same. And I still feel exactly how I felt about Capel, even though I'm reading 3.5 right now, and I'm halfway through it. I think I'm like 70% through that book, and I've learned so much from that one, to the point where it's just like, it's crazy because it's a lot of stuff that you didn't see happen, that you found out that happened behind the scenes type thing, and it make it so much worse than what it was, like what it really is. Because to find out the situation that I found out, my mouth hit the floor, because not only was it done in secret, no one knew. It was like a shocker to me, because it made the situation so much worse than me just looking at it without knowing this information. Like, now that I know this information from 3.5, I'm just like, yeah, you dirty dog. Like, you are a dirty dog. And then, Capel really disappointed me. He really disappointed me to the point where I was just like, yeah, I don't think y'all should try to make this work at all. Because now I understand certain situations and certain things happening. And like I told y'all, I am reading 3.5 now. And if you saw the other video that I posted, I didn't film an outro to this video. It's been a couple weeks later, and now I'm filming an outro, so that's how I'm on 3.5 right now. But y'all, it is crazy. Like, it's honest to God crazy as to what is going on. Like, I'm disappointed in Capel, and I feel like although Amy is coming to understand like where she was wrong at, and where the fault lies with her, I feel like Capel is kind of still brushing it off as to it's Amy's fault. Like, Amy should have did this and Amy should have did that. But if you wasn't child, and then to come to find out, like, the situation that you was in, it gets so much worse in 3.5, and it's only your fault. Like, that's what people don't understand. Like, one thing they don't understand is like, you may do something moving off of hurt, but when you get yourself in that situation, you can't get yourself back out of it. And he got himself in some ish that I can't wait to read their books to see how it plays out. Because if I was Amy, I'll start dating Havoc or Yasin, I think that's his name. Yes, I would start dating him, or Landon, or someone else besides Capel, because apparently he just didn't value y'all union as much as he said he did. And I don't like that. I don't like that my good sis was hurting, like she was hurting, and she was kind of making excuses for him, and making it seem like what he did wasn't as like, it wasn't as big of a deal. But then it got to the point where I guess she had a conversation with Capri, and Capri was like, yo, stop brushing stuff off that Capel do, and like, make him take accountability. Like, make him realize what he doing, and you don't have to just brush it off and make excuses for him. And it's really scary, because if you read the book, then you know the situation with Blair, what Blair went through with I think his name was Tusi, what she went through with him, and how he treated her. And then to come to find out, like, well, Capel did, basically he did the same thing, but like, it was like a one-time thing. And they was on his about it. Like, Qasim, his dad, Corleone, like Quasmit, like, everybody was on his behind about what he did to Amy. And the fact that she started making excuses for him kind of was scary, because like, when you find yourself in a situation like that and you start making excuses for your partner, they'll feel like they can do it again, and you'll continue to make excuses and hide what they did to you from them. And you like, but anyways, 4.5 stars. I really love it. I really enjoy this series. I have to read the next books I gotta read in this world. What kind of in this world, but outside of this world. But gotta do with the characters. It's Qasim 1 through 3, and then I want to read Don Caselli. I love London. Like, London is so funny. I love London. I want to read Menace. Menace is hilarious, y'all. Like, if y'all haven't read anything by Jacquees J, like, you really need to. Like, 1,000 hours to a Rich Menace, I think, something like that. That's the name of the book. I can't remember. 10,000 hours. It's 10,000 hours to a Rich Menace. Menace is crazy. Menace is crazy. He's not only crazy in the head, like, he is funny as heck. Like, that man is funny. Like, he is so OCD, and he is so serious about how you squeeze the toothpaste out, the toothpaste that he anyways, y'all, just read these books if you haven't. Start with Capone, book 1 through 3, then Capadona, I think it's book 1 to 3, I think I want to say, but it's like 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, and then the same with Capri. It's 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and 3, and then 3.5 with Capri. So, and then you go into Quasim, and Quasim 1 through 3, and then you have, yeah, it's just a whole bunch, because they all play into all of her series. Like, all of them kind of run together. Like, in the Staten Island Love Story, you get Star and Carter, and you get Star and Carter and Capri, Capadona. You get them in those books as well. So you kind of see the characters from those series into this series, and how that plays together. I want to see, I don't know if she have a book about the Steel Sisters, but that's neither here or there. I figured that out on my own. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace. Y'all like my nails? My sister did them. Look, they're cute, right? It's a smiley face. Smiley face, but so cute. Bye, y'all.
High volume. Am I really that